Good, how are you? Thank you.
Nah.
Take it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. North Avenue. I'm gonna go right down that way.
Okie dokie.
You got it over here. I don't see nothing. I'm gonna take a ride. I told him this when I bought my Buick, the black Buick. I bought it right there. It wasn't BMW.
Oh, okay.
It was Buick back then.
It was no, it was just a regular car dealer. I don't know what the name of it was, but I put a sign. I had a sign on it, and they used to have well, you could park over there, meters. And I parked it there, and I had it written all over it, lemon. Bought this car here, it's a lemon, won't run. Go 15 miles and it shuts off all by itself. And they called the cops on me, and the cop said, I can't move that man. That man's putting money in the meter. He says, I can't. The man's not illegally parked. He says, and whose car is that? He said, that's his. He said, well, he can put anything he wants on it. He doesn't have any name on it. He just got lemon written all over it. Bought here, lemon. He said, finally, the owner came out and took the car in, and they fixed it.
Finally fixed it for you.
Finally fixed
Did
it.
you pay extra for the lemon?
I didn't pay for nothing. I didn't pay anything.
That's good. It worked.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody do that today, nowadays. So we're driving through Bridgeport, which is your hometown, right?
This is my hometown.
When were you born here?
I was born in 1938.
In Bridgeport, Connecticut.
In Bridgeport, Connecticut, at Bridgeport Hospital. In a blizzard of 38, snowstorm. My father almost got arrested because he walked from Bridgeport Hospital, which is off of Boston Avenue, and he was walking to Lexington Avenue. And the cops pulled him over because he had my mother's fur coat on to keep warm, and they thought he stole it. And they took him back to Bridgeport Hospital to verify that he didn't steal it. So I was a pain in the ass from the day I was in the hospital. And when he got there, he wanted the cops to bring him back to where they picked him up at, and they couldn't because they had a call, so he had to start all over again in the snowstorm. And that's where I was born, Bridgeport Hospital, in the month of February. The blizzard of 38, they called it. My grandmother named me Sonny because my father gave me his first name, and she didn't like it, so she nicknamed me Sonny. And I've been stuck with Sonny ever since. I used to get in more fights over my name. People used to try to tease me. That's how I got a name.
So did that make you tougher?
That made me, yeah. That did. That made me...
Especially here in Bridgeport, right?
No, keep going straight.
Okay, so where are we going now?
You're going up to Lexington Avenue.
Is that your old neighborhood?
That's where I was, yeah. I'll show you where I have a scar on my nose. I cut my face. I was in the baby carriage, and my oldest sister let go of the carriage, and I went down the hill, in the driveway, across the street, hit the curb across the street, and it threw me out of the baby carriage, and I split my nose.
Wow.
And my grandmother picked me up and ran me to someplace. And right over here is the jailhouse. That's the North End jail right there. No, I've never been in jail. There's no welcome mat in front of the front door that says welcome.
No red carpet?
No red carpet. There's no welcome mat in front of the police headquarters. I'm taking you up to Park Avenue. And then we're going to take maybe we'll turn down Lexington Avenue right up here somewhere. I went to school here one day. That wasn't school. That was the school I went to. One day.
One day they threw you out?
They threw me out. They sent me to a school even closer. They got a light here now? Holy mackerel. This is the street that I was born on, Lexington Avenue. Where my parents lived when I was born. And that building used to be a grocery store. That building down there.
Now it's a school.
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a school now. Mm-hmm. That used to be a grocery store. There used to be, what the heck was the name? Kohl's? This is the upper part of Lexington Avenue. No, I'm just taking you down to see where the project is down there, the big project. That's where Lexington Avenue used to be.
Okay.
This used to be a park. I think this was called Nanny Goat Park at one time.
You guys hang out here?
Yeah, I used to come up here to play. This is Jones Avenue. Yeah, it was right there where the project is. That used to be where that stop sign is way down there. That was, it went straight across. Okay, there's going to be a brick house over here. No, oh, it's gone. Now start creeping because there's a car over there blinking. Got it, girl. You got it. Straight through. And this used to be Fulton Street. Does that say Fulton Street?
This is Highland.
Highland Avenue. Go up Highland Avenue. Okay, on your right, you're going to see it used to be a school. It's right in, used to be a school. There,
right
that used to be the school. That's the school I went to.
Elementary school?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the school.
That's not far from home.
No, home was right there. Keep going up to the light. That used to, they're supposed to be tearing all that down.
Why is that?
Because they want to do away with it. They want to get rid of it. Now, if you take a right, this should be East Washington Avenue. And if you look to the right, you see a church over there. That's the church that I first got married in. St. Augustine's. It's called St. Augustine's Cathedral now. That's what it's called.
Sanford Avenue.
This is where my mother and father were, the funeral parlor that they buried out of this funeral parlor.
Yes.
But that's the cathedral, the St. Augustine's Cathedral. I used to go there for catechism. That's where I was baptized.
Okay.
And made my first communion in that church. And that's where I first got married, in that church. It was just called St. Augustine's, but now it's called St. Augustine's Cathedral. It's a cathedral now. And this is an odd-shaped building. See the curve of the roof? See this? It's a gorgeous building. It's very, very old. Take a right-hand turn. There's the church right there.
I see it.
It's a big church. That's the school. I only went there for catechism.
Gotcha.
To read the Bible on Wednesdays. Okay, go to the next block. Take a right. This is where me and Beatrice used to live with her mother and father. This is Jones Avenue. This is where me and my first wife lived.
How bad of an area was it back then?
It wasn't too bad, but it's nasty now.
Okay.
And
so you want to stay in the car when you drive through here?
Yeah, we'll just drive through here. And it was one of these houses over here.
On the left?
On the left-hand side. I can't remember which one. I think it was that one right there. No, that one right there. It was that house.
The brick one or the one right
This
before?
one. This one.
This one, right?
Yeah. That's where we lived. That was with Beatrice's mother and father.
Oh.
This will bring it out to Main Street, I think. That might be Madison Avenue. I can't remember. It's changed. Yeah, the streets are narrow, ain't they?
Well, everybody parks there.
That's Madison Avenue.
Take a right.
Yeah, take a right. The next street would be Main Street. Now you're gonna go right down the hill.
So how does it feel for you when you drive through these streets?
It's amazing. It's really different. It's really amazing. Now, see, I showed you where I cut my nose.
Yep, down the hill.
When you get down to the bottom of the hill, there was a building down here at the light. And that's where my grandmother ran, from that corner.
Like a walk-in clinic?
Yeah. My grandmother, the building was right there. My grandmother, from where I cut my nose, she ran from that spot all the way to this spot. And they stitched my nose up.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go right back to where we started from. See, it's right around you just went around a big corner.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. That's Main Street, Bridgeport, over there. That block down there.
Yeah, we can go through Main Street.
See, we just left this area.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah, it's church again.
There's the church again, see?
Mm-hmm.
So I just took you
Around the block.
around the block. Yeah, see that building there?
Yeah.
That used to be Central High School.
Oh, okay.
Now that's City Hall. And that building on the left, that's the police department.
Was that always the police department?
No. The police department at one time was on Fairfield Avenue and Main Street. This is Golden Hill. Right around the corner. And this building right on the end, on the left-hand side, used to be, this building was a theater. There was 2 theaters here, called the Lowe's Pole Eyes and the Majestic. This is Main Street. That was the movies.
With the girls?
With anybody. You're taking over. You're going right. Now you're on Main Street.
When you used to go to the movies, how much did it cost?
10 cents. Over there is the post office. Down there. I don't think you can turn down there anymore. Well, maybe you can turn there. You can turn there. They say there's one of them. Where this green is, that used to be a store. The first store I got my first job in, where this green is, it was called K's. You can't go down there anymore.
What kind of job was that?
I worked in that's the post office right there.
That's where you worked?
That's where I worked. Don't say nothing. You can take a left. Yeah. Now see, this used to be one way. That's what I'm saying. Now this should be Middle Street. Now see where it says H&R Block?
Mm-hmm.
That used to be Dutchess.
Okay.
That used to be Dutchess right there. And I used to walk around this block. This is the post office. Look at this jerk.
Bridgeport.
There's the post office. That's where I used to security. See the mailbox? There used to be a mail. See where that great? There used to be 2 mailboxes right here that you can drive up and drop your mail. This is where I used to write tickets out in. Used to give people tickets. And right across the street, that used to be the railroad station.
Oh.
Now the bus station.
Well,
Yeah.
The rail station is a little bit further.
Further down, yeah.
Now.
Yeah, you can go down that way. And I used to direct traffic all around here. And see where we're standing now, this used to be a parking lot for the mail trucks. That wasn't there. And there's where I used to stand and work and direct traffic.
So you were a government employee back then, right?
Oh yeah.
And did you have a gun and walk around in a uniform?
Yep.
And people did what you said, right?
They gave me respect, some of them, but a lot of them, most of the trouble I had is with people trying to steal things out of the post office.
So you made it secure for all the other people.
And then I walked the girls sometime to their car. You're gonna drive straight down and you're gonna come into Seaside Park. Now this here is State Street. That brick building right there,
Mm-hmm.
that's the Bridgeport Library.
Yep.
Still
says
is?
it. I think so. It
Yep.
still
That's
says
nice.
And that building is called Mayor McLeavy Hall. He was the mayor of Bridgeport. He used to walk all over Bridgeport by himself. He'd walk Bridgeport. He didn't even have a car. And he kept the taxes down. very low.
So he made it more affordable?
He made it very affordable. And he looked like a bum walking the streets, but he was the mayor of Bridgeport. And he used to walk all over the Bridgeport.
So did people respect him?
Oh, he had a lot of respect. Public library. It's a big place. You got the light.
Western Bank Arena is what
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
the-
But it used to
yeah,
be called something else.
Yeah, they used to play football, the baseball here.
That's right.
This is where you took me to play baseball.
That's true.
That's the big, that's new now. There's no ball field. That's that's a concert hall now.
They have their own
Yeah.
baseball team.
Bridgeport Bluefish.
Yep.
That's what they were called. Used to bring me here for Father's Day, remember?
Mhm.
I
And the
remember.
train, when it used to come, used to stop and watch the game.
Watch the game.
And every now and then they would hit the ball so hard that it hit the train and then it would drive off.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And over there was a project. My grandmother and my cousin lived there. They tore that down, and I was quarantined in there for the summer because my cousin, she got scarlet fever, and I had to be quarantined in. It was called Yellow Mill Village. It was right here. It was the village.
Big
Look at that
family.
car pulled right in front of him. They give no respect. You see that? You let them go. And now you're coming into Seaside Park.
Did you guys hang out by the water back then when you
Oh,
were a
yeah.
teenager?
Oh yeah.
What'd you guys do there?
I used to go swimming.
Nice.
I used to go swimming all the time. These buildings are all new. I don't know what they are. This used to be, see all this? There used to be hot dog stands. all this was all hot dog stands. Even across the street, it was all hot dog stands.
Where are they? I want a hot dog.
They're gone. And this is Seaside Park. And this is the University of Bridgeport. It's a college. I used to come down here and I used to play baseball down here all the time.
Let's
And
look
there's
at
Long
that.
Island Sound over there. All these buildings belong to the University of Bridgeport.
Oh.
Go on that side. This is Park Avenue, which we were just about on. We got a fence up. That's where I used to get all my trophies over there. Used to be a track over there. This track is still there. See the track?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used to have races. Oh, I could fly. Yeah, I was very fast. Long Island Sound.
All the way over there.
All the way over is Long Island. No, that wasn't there before. There was no pond there before. But this is Seaside Park. This is where my daughter was a lifeguard. No, there's P.T. Barnum. He's the one that started the Barnum and Bailey Circus. That's him right there.
Yep.
P.T. Barnum, see?
Came from nothing.
Yep.
And
And this is where I used to play softball. All around, all these. This is where I used to play softball. Wow, what a difference. Look at the water. It looks so nice.